What is going on, guys? My name is Patrick, aka Chief Pat, and today bringing you guys a brand new video. So in the last episode of the Chief Challenge, we were only separated by 5 trophies, and when we gave you guys a straw poll, you voted for us to use the GoVape strategy, which is Golems, Valkyrie, and P.E.K.K.A. And we're not using any wizards with this strategy, so there's no ranged troops whatsoever, which makes it really interesting. I don't remember the last time I've attacked using Golems, P.E.K.K.A. and no ranged troops with it. So yeah, it's just a bunch of melee troops, which makes it really hard when you're attacking bases that have a bunch of buildings on the outside. You guys will see that in just a second, but let's go ahead and attack some bases and see if we can have some success. So I made my way in this first base. This base is probably the perfect base if I'm going to be attacking with the GoVape strategy because there's no walls and I can sort of just throw all my troops in and pray that things work out. So I already got 50%. My troops are making their way around, and you can notice that they actually decided to skip the town hall, which is a pretty common theme inside of this video. So 67% looks like I should have enough P.E.K.K.A. left to destroy the rest of the buildings inside of this guy's base. There's only 3 defenses left, or 4 defenses left, as well as some army camps on the outside. And since I don't have any wizards or any troops that can shoot over walls, it's actually a really big pain for me to destroy buildings that are on the outside, because as you're about to see in a second, I'm actually going to have to just run all the way around the base, and it takes so much time. So there's about 1 minute and 30 left after I destroyed the last defense, and my troops are slowly just going to make their way around. I did drop 1 archer that's going to be shooting at that town hall, but I probably should have just dropped that archer on the bottom to take care of one of those army camps. It might have gone a little bit quicker, but in total, even with a little bit of fast forwarding, you can see that I'm going to finally get 3 stars with like 30 seconds left in the raid. So it took just a minute for me to run around the base and destroy the remaining parts of the building. So in total, 31 trophies. That's why I let it run around for a little bit longer. I know that this army composition definitely isn't going to be the fastest one, unlike some of the other ones that we've tried out. So let's just go ahead and try out this next base and see if we can destroy this guy pretty easily. So first of all, I'm going to go ahead and drop my troops. And like I was talking about, one of the hardest things about this army composition is getting your troops to go in the center. But seeing as this guy had that one little slot that I could drop my troops outside of his base, it made it really easy for me to drop my jump spell and get my troops just to hop over the wall. So because of that, I decided to attack this one. And so far so good, as most of my troops are inside of the base. So there's a golem on the outside, or there's actually most of my golems on the outside, but I did get my P.E.K.K.A. in the inside, which is probably the most important thing because they're going to be dealing the majority of my damage, as well as the Valkyries. So far so good, and since a couple of my troops on the outside, they should be able to do a pretty good job of cleaning up the rest of the buildings and not take forever like it did inside of the last raid. So we're at 66% right now. We're 2/3 of the way through the raid. Looks like the town hall just went down. Luckily, my troops took care of that. And again, it was like the final building my troops took out inside of the compartments. And as my troops run around, should just be a couple of more defenses that we have to destroy. But unfortunately, again, there's some builder huts that are hanging out around this guy's base that I didn't have any troops to take care of in the beginning. So I'm just going to have to slowly let my troops run around. My P.E.K.K.A. are going to destroy the builder hut right here. Then they're going to run to the left and destroy these 2 buildings right here. So yeah, didn't work out that well. I tried to drop a wall breaker to see if it would do anything on like a wall that was close to those buildings, but I was just a little bit desperate for time, and it didn't work out that well. So finally, I did get the 3-star. That one was a little bit quicker than the last one because I had destroyed the inside of the base a lot quicker, I think. Plus, I didn't have to run all the way around the base. I had a P.E.K.K.A. on the other side that was doing work as well. So let's go ahead and check out this next base, and this guy's a Town Hall 10, so we got to be careful, but let's go ahead and attack from the top left. And you guys might have noticed the bases that I'm attacking, they don't have a whole lot of buildings on the outside. And just like I was saying in the first raid, it's really hard to direct your troops to go where you want them to go because the P.E.K.K.A. are extremely stupid, the Valkyrie are extremely stupid, and since they target any type of building, they're just going to attack whatever they can. So usually what I would do before I drop an army composition like this is use my wizards on the outside to take care of like the barracks, the gold mines, stuff like that. And then after all the buildings on the outside are taken care of, I'll drop the rest of my troops and they'll have no problem going to the center. That's what I do with GoVaPing. And it makes the same sense here, but seeing as I don't have any wizards, it's a lot more difficult. And since this guy only had 4 buildings on the top left, I knew that I'd have a pretty good shot of getting my troops into the center. So it worked out really well for this one. I'm already sitting at 40%. I still have my 1 little archer left if I want to drop her in a second. I don't think I'm going to go for 3 stars. It would probably take an extremely long time. So I'm just going to go ahead and end the battle right there. 20 trophies for that one. Pretty good rating with that. And let's go and attack one more base and see if we can have a decent amount of success against this guy. All right, so looks like this guy has a pretty easy way to attack from. Even though there's a couple of buildings on the outside, most of them are clogged up in one section. So I'm just going to go ahead and drop my jump spell right in that that like 4-way intersection. And you're going to see most of my troops are going to hop over, and then shortly after to destroy buildings inside of this compartment, they should move into the very center. And it looks like this one's going fine so far. All right, so Archer Queen's being distracted by the golem on the outside. Going to go ahead and drop my final rage spell inside of this center compartment. I do have another jump spell left if I need to drop that to get some other percentage points inside of this guy's base. But right now we're sitting about 35%. And only going to take a couple more buildings to take this guy out. So we still have a couple of Valkyries left, as well as my P.E.K.K.A. They're going to go ahead and make it in this next compartment right here. Seeing as this guy does have level 7 walls, it doesn't take a lot to break through, but I can drop my jump spell to help these guys out. So let me go ahead and do that in just a second. So first of all, Archer is going to go ahead and shoot down that builder's hut. And seeing as my troops actually made their way through just fine, I'm not going to have to drop my jump spell at all. And after these buildings right here go down and get me to 50%, I'm just going to go ahead and end the battle because it takes so long to get 3 stars against these bases, and I don't even know if I was going to be able to on that one. So in total, I ended up the day at 2,250 trophies. GoVape definitely doesn't work that well without wizards, but it was fun to try out. Looks like he gained about 12 trophies on me today. Yeah, I had a couple of raids that were like 45%ers, and that definitely set me back only getting a single star, but still not too shabby, and we're only sitting less than 1,000 trophies away from the Champions League. So again, if you guys want to vote on the next army composition, it's in the description below. Make sure you guys check that out and vote. We should have some pretty interesting ones down there. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you drop a like. Again, make sure you guys check out Galadon's channel and his video to check out what he did with GoVape. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video. See you guys later. Peace out.